Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful Money Making Friday here with the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. You know the drill, man. We live 365 days a year just to let you guys know our thoughts and opinions and how we see today's action playing out. Slowly but surely, man, coming out of the dog days of summer. Before you know it, we're 8 days away from the fall months, September. We'll be here. We got college football tomorrow. Dog days, slowly but surely, are in the rearview window. It's a money making Friday. Last one without real football, man. Man, what a summer it was, man. What a summer it was. Y'all know me. Baseball is not. It is not my best sport. I've gotten better over the past 2 to 3 years here on this show, but we're getting to my season now. Fall football, hoops. Can't wait. Pumped up. But today, still got a lot of baseball, and I'm ready to cook it up, break it down, and try to make some money doing it. We got 15 games for Major League Baseball today. We have 3 games from the WNBA, and we have 4 games from the NFL preseason. So solid money making night, money making Friday, and I got a good crew of guys with me. I got the franchise player per usual, Chris. What's happening, my man? How you doing this morning?
Doing all right. I'm waiting for the preseason to be over. I can't with the NFL preseason now. Just go right to the regular season. Fine with me. But I had a good day in baseball yesterday. 2-0 yesterday in baseball, 28-11 now, 16-2 in that pickoff play. So just try to take it day by day. I'm trying to see if we can do it again today. Try to run it all back. So ready to break down the card, ready to make some money with you guys for sure.
Hop on with the franchise, man. Keeping it rolling, keeping it rolling. Costi, Safer, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
Just been last entire week, I feel like this week, just talking, like everybody comes out of the woodworks for, in my world, they ask me to sell their product, these professional betting groups. A lot of people that Chris met at Bet Bash this year, always hit me up because they don't do baseball, and they always hit me up in the fall, and they have a certain product. This year there's a halftime product. That's something that the premium you guys don't offer on premium that we're going to have. That's going to be a live halftime release for football. So just trying to vet these guys and make sure that they are who they say they are, and the consistency will be there in the upcoming year. Because if I put my name behind it, that means something. So I can't just let any group just give me games. So outside of that, man, I'm excited for it. College football tomorrow, a big college football slate next Saturday. And before you blink, it's September 4th, and we have Cowboys, Eagles right there for you.
Man, oh man. I cannot wait for that. Hey, I'm coming off another winning day. It's been a winning week for me, man. That cold streak is in the review window. I didn't sweep the board like I wanted to yesterday. I dropped my MLB play of the day. I had the under in the Rangers Royals. Damn it. I had hit 3 in a row on the MLB play of the day. Dropped that one yesterday, so 3 or 4 on that. But did cash my NFL preseason play of the day and another no sweat. That's 4 in a row there. Crispin said he don't like it. I'm loving the preseason, man. Been tearing them up here recently in the preseason. Looking to do so again tonight. And hit my WNBA underdog of the year last night. In pretty no sweat fashion, a wire to wire ass kicking. Shout out to the Connecticut Sun. Shout out to the Connecticut Sun for that. So yeah, man, it was a good night for me. Profitable night. Looking to keep it rolling into a Friday. Looking to keep it rolling into a money making weekend. And all my guys really heating up right now at the right time. I'm heating up. Chris been hot. Romanelli heating up. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is, man. So I did not have that Sky money line, but if you had that last night, oof, that's off to you. Holy shit, I didn't see that coming. My girl back though, and she's a different monster and animal when she on the floor. The Sky are a different team when she's on the floor. And Angel Reese, shout out to Cardoza as well. I think she had basically her best game as a pro last night. She was hooping, so cool to see the Sky actually hoop last night. We'll see if they can turn things around next season. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cardosa was hooping last night. Got to give her credit. She was hooping. She was looking like college Cordosa last night.
Lynx were feeling themselves a little bit too much.
Yes, they were. They've now dropped back to back for the first time this season. And they
Liberty,
back.
the Lynx too.
Oh, yeah, my bad. You said Liberty. I thought you said Lynx. But
No, I did say Lynx, but I meant Liberty.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the Lynx feeling themselves a little bit. They lost back-to-back, and they're on a back-to-back tonight as they head to
Indiana,
the Fever. Interesting game. We'll break it down, talk about it. I told y'all the other day they were going to lose 3 in a row. Even it up.
Nah,
All right, fellas.
Fever being held together by duct tape at this point.
True. Anything else on y'all's brains before we get this show started?
Like I said, I know you're happy with the preseason. I just want it over. I'm writing some of these games, and I'm trying to figure some of these guys out, trying to figure out who's going to see the time, and it's just like I don't know. I see injuries happen in the preseason now. It just feels like this year they've happened a lot more. So I don't know. Do they cut it down to a 2-game preseason next? I don't know.
I don't know. I've been cashing it preseason. You want to start preseason? You want to start baseball?
Yeah, might as well.
You want to start preseason? We can start preseason. I lied. We'll start baseball. We'll do football per usual. I don't know. Just something feels good about that.
Yeah. Creatures of habit.
Baseball. We start our day in Pittsburgh. It's the fake Ashcraft battling it out with Sensatella. Pirates sizable home favorites in this thing, though. Surprised seeing this sizable home favorite. Minus 190? 190? We got the Phillies in the Nationals. Cavalli versus Taiwan Walker. Look at my man Taiwan, man. Y'all was hating on Taiwan. He's been in great form of recent. We got the Red Sox and the Yankees. Bale versus Max French Fries. Yankees, Red Sox. And we will do Orioles, Astros, Lance McCullers Jr. versus Cade Povich. Mr. Franchise Player, how we feeling?
Yeah, I'll stick with this one so we don't change the graphic too soon, but I'm gonna go with the Orioles here. They were horrible yesterday, as we've seen for much of the season, but Cade Povich, I think this is actually a decent matchup for him. Historically, the Astros have been a good team against left-handed pitching, but I think he can pitch well here. For me, it's more about the Orioles matchup against Lance McCullers Jr., who's been terrible this season. Came back, got injured again, and then he's coming back now, and he's been off for about a month. But when he was in the lineup last, he was giving up runs left and right, and the Orioles have actually been improving their form against right-handed pitching. So I'll take a shot here on Povich and the Orioles in this one. And I'm going to do something I haven't been doing all that often this season, this Yankees-Red Sox game. I'm going to take Bayo.
Bayo!
Bayo.
I'm saying my man he been dealing. My man been in that mode.
Oh, he's been pitching well against the Yankees too. So for me, I just think that the line is too wide with this matchup. I mean, Max Fried, I get it. You know, it's Max Fried. You still see the name on the marquee, but he's got an ERA of 8 since the All-Star break, a shell of what he was early on in the year. I mean, he had an ERA under 2 going into July, and now he's just struggling. And I get it. You know, it's the Yankees. They couldn't keep struggling like the way they are right now, but this is a Red Sox team that's a half game back of the Yankees in the standings. So in a quality matchup like this, I think the Red Sox win. I think, people could say it's a must win for the Yankees as much as they want. Fact of the matter is, it's been a must win for them for the last little bit, and it hasn't meant shit. So give me the Red Sox here. Plus money, plus 1.5, whatever you want to do with it. But give me the Red Sox.
Costa.
Yeah, I'm with Chris. The Red Sox is the right play. That plus money price is too juicy here. Max Fried has struggled mightily since the All-Star break. It's just not the same form that we saw in the beginning of the year. But what I'm going to actually give out for you guys, this is a game I broke down with Yang as well. I like the over here. I think both these teams, the Red Sox are hitting lefties really well, over 5 runs a game, and New York's been hitting righties really well, and they've been hot lately too. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They're hitting the ball well. Stanton is having one of these crazy runs that he's on. Is probably the best run that he's had as a Yankee. They're hitting the ball really, really well. I think it's going to be one of those games where the weather benefits the matchup. I don't think that matters well. It's the wind it's not blowing in, but it's like a 4 mile per hour, 5 mile per hour wind. But later in the game, it intensifies a little bit and it's blowing out. So I feel like as you get in the later innings with the relief staff, after these pitchers produce 4, 5, 6 innings, you're going to see some runs scored. And I think the over-under is telling you that you have 2 really good starting pitchers based on their names. But in reality, I think this game is going to fly over. So give me over 8.5.
I think this is a tough game. Red Sox, Yankees. I could make an argument going either way, honestly. And because I can make an argument going either way, I would lean Red Sox at this huge of a plus money price. I think Chris pretty much hit the nail on the head. I went back and looked. Bayo has pitched really well against the Yankees this season. I think the last one was that Sunday night baseball game. I think I had him in that spot. Nobody believed in him. He basically went in there and shut him down. And the start before that was really well as good at the same time. When I look at who these two teams have been, last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, they're the same team in terms of production. So Max French Fries hasn't been great post All-Star break. I get we're in Yankee land. We're in Yankee Stadium. So I would, add a little bit to the Yankees for that, but not minus 185. Not minus 185. This seems like a more of a minus 135, in my opinion. So it's just too much value to pass up in a winnable spot, in my opinion, with the Red Sox. I could argue the other way for the Yankees. They could win this game behind Max French Fries, must win Friday night at home. I don't like fading the Yankees too often at home, at the crib, especially on a Friday night in a huge game spot like this. I could swing it that way too. But I would lean Red Sox. Personally, I don't have any money on this game as of right now. Taiwan been pitching right too. Y'all be calling me crazy when I be telling y'all about some of my guys, man. Taiwan been dealing. This is a Phillies run line spot. This is a Phillies money line in a parlay style spot. You get the Nationals outside of Washington. I don't trust them nearly as much. Philly's comfortable at home, playing well. This should be a smash spot for them. And I have no worries or concerns about Taiwan on the mound today. I'm going to disagree with Chris, though. However, I'm taking the Astros. I'm fading the Orioles. I've been on the Orioles a little bit here recent. There was a key thing Chris said there. Chris said the Orioles have been getting better against right-handed pitching, and that's a cool way to pose it. You could also say they've just been outright ass against right-handed pitching. They've been much better against lefties, but I don't necessarily trust them. Like when you look at the righties they faced, this is actually something I looked at this morning. They're not scoring for real. I think it's only like max 3 runs against righties. So it wouldn't shock me if Lance McCullers came in here and pitched well. It wouldn't floor me. I think we're getting a good price with the Astros because of their recent form. They haven't been playing all that well. I'm just taking the overall better team, and that's Houston. That's just my thoughts. I think Lance McCullers can actually come here and pitch. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth, but I do actually think so. And is that it? Rockies Pirates. I feel like off principle, I got to take the Rockies. It's tough taking the Rockies coming out of Coors. But overall, when you look at the Rockies the last 2 to 3 weeks, you could still argue they're playing their best baseball of the season. It is Sensatella on the mound, and y'all know my beef with Sensatella. I hate him. Excuse me. But Pirates minus 190? I can't do it. That don't even sound right. It don't even feel right. It don't even, nah. Plus 1.5 Rockies. Do you trust the Pirates bats to do much of anything? For real, for real? Like, do you trust them? I don't. I understand it's Sensatella, but I'm going to lean towards the Rockies at plus 160, at plus 1.5. I'm just kind of giving y'all my thoughts. Keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. We keep it rolling. The next slot features the Kansas City Royals. They out on the road facing the Detroit Tigers. We got the Toronto Blue Jays out on the road facing the Miami Marlins. We got the New York Mets out on the road facing the Atlanta Braves. And we got the St. Louis Cardinals out on the road facing the Tampa Bay Stingrays. Costi.
Nothing. This is probably my least favorite slot. Nothing across my board came up in the slot out of any of the games. But if you were to ask me, because like I always said, there's a system this year. If you didn't subscribe to any of our products, you didn't have to purchase anything, and just blindly took every team plus 110 to plus 180. You're printing money this year. Home dogs, especially Cal Quantrill has been a very profitable pitcher. Give me the Miami Marlins at home, even Kansas City plus 130, Detroit. Again, inconsistent.
Who? It's not
What?
Cal. It's not Cal.
Not Cal Quantrill. He was put on waivers a few days ago.
Yeah. It's not Cal, sadly.
It's not
supposed
Cal.
to be, but they put my boy on waivers.
It was like 2 days ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I still see undecided. I get why you would say Cal, because it's supposed to be my man today. It's supposed to
Why
be.
is it showing listed for me?
Oh, shit, no clue, but he's not there.
I know why. I saw that article that they're putting him on. That they're putting him on the shelf, but
No,
again,
it was just outright waivers.
Quantrill pitching for the Braves tomorrow. Ooh. Is that enough to get me on the Braves train?
I was just, like I said, this was a blind bid for a home dog. I don't care who's on the mound. Give me a home dog with the Marlins.
Quantrill versus Holmes tomorrow. Mets steal some shit. I'll be on Atlanta tomorrow. I'm just letting y'all know right now. But back to today. I do agree with Costi. I do think this is a fairly tough slot. They're dead. Stick a fork in them. Deep fried. Bring me some tartar sauce and some ranch for the fries.
I was to say, dipping fish and ranch. It's crazy.
Fries. I'm on the Blue Jays, man. All aboard the hype train. The Marlins are cooked. They're dead. I would just go, this is what I would do. I would go Blue Jays money line, and I would pair that up with, what was the one earlier? Where's the one earlier? Philly. That's what I would do. Little two-teamer. Little two-teamer. Keep it cool. Keep it simple. Toronto Blue Jays, Philly money line. Two teams I think should win. Shouldn't really be a problem. Shane Bieber making his debut for the Blue Jays today. He's been eyed in the minors. if he come in and it's who they think he is, and the Blue Jays are going to be dangerous. So, and I think this is a really good spot start for him against a Miami team that, they already lost Stowers. They haven't necessarily been as dominant offensively since losing him. It's a Blue Jay style spot. So I'm not really in love with the run line because it's only plus 105. And I hate laying like even money run lines. If I'm laying runs, I need to get paid to do so. So Blue Jays money line, and if I'm playing it would just be a 2-team parlay with the Phillies. Braves and Mets, for me tonight, I'm cool. I don't love this game. I would lean towards Atlanta. Atlanta's kind of playing the spoil role right now. Mets still trying to get in the playoffs. Braves pretty much done cook finito. But there's nothing cooler, there's nothing funner than a Friday night game playing spoil against your rival. So lean towards Atlanta. It's a game I'm not personally probably betting. Lean towards the Stingrays. Don't love it. And am I missing one? Tigers, Royals, I think is a really interesting game. Two of the hottest teams in baseball. Royals are playing some of their best baseball of the season. Tigers are playing well right now again. Tigers are the most disrespected team on the planet. They got the best record in the American League, and people still act like they're a middle of the pack team. So I could argue both ways. I'm not mad at nobody attacking plus money with Berger, who has been solid. Berger's been solid, but in Detroit on a Friday night, I think is a tough spot for him. Casey Mize, the Tigers have won behind him a good bit this season. It would just be a Tigers money line. Maybe I think it's a good enough price to maybe go Tigers run line, but it's tough with how hot the Royals are. Just kind of telling you my thoughts. They not mid, bro. They not mid. They not mid. Give me the Tigers, because I'm tired of everybody calling them mid. Shout out to Tigers. Ron, get ready to pay me on my bet, too, because the Tigers. Hashtag, we coming. Chris. I told you. I knew he was coming.
At the end of the Tigers. I mean, Tigers made in Detroit, baby. Mid. I'm kidding. But I don't know. I was leaning towards KC in that game just because, I like what I've seen from Ryan Berger, but it's that's one of the tougher ones on the board. What's not tough is seeing how this fish flakes. The grill marks are there. Just make sure it's not overcooked, but it might be overcooked with how long this fish has been on the burner. So, I like Shane Bieber. Like you said, if he's going to be what the Jays think that they're getting, this could be a really good pickup. I don't expect him to go deep into this game, maybe 4 or 5 innings. I could see him on a pitch count or an innings limit.
I think I looked. I think he went 7 in the minors last time out.
Yeah, true. He could be ready to go for a full workload. And the minor starts were good. I mean, I think it's 2.0 for ERA and 17 2/3. So the numbers are there. So I'll take the Blue Jays in that one, and lean towards the Rays for me. I'm just not a fan of this Cardinals lineup, especially on the road, especially Miles Michaelis, who's already had an ERA over 6 on the road this season at Steinbrenner Field with how hitter-friendly it's been this season. I'll lean towards the Rays in that one.
Fair enough. We'll keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we go to the south side of Chicago. This is where the White Sox are playing. They got the Twins rolling in. Twins are favored. Zippy Matthews on the mound. On the other side is somebody near and dear to the franchise player's heart. His favorite pitcher in the whole wide world. Chris, mama that man. Aaron Savale. You love Savale. We have the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're in Texas tonight. It'll be 2 games going on in Arlington tonight. You don't see that too often. 2 games in Arlington right next to each other. It's pretty cool. Got the Rangers and the Guardians. Saccone versus Nate Eovaldi. If you will be in Arlington tonight, Don't be in Arlington tonight. Traffic up there gonna be terrible. Cowboys and the Rangers playing tonight. Sheesh. Big game Nate Eovaldi on the man. We got the Brewers and the Giants. Hunt versus Jose Quintana. Why they moved Logan Webb, bro? We was finna cash with Logan Webb today. All aboard the hate train. Fuck the Brewers. And we got the Cubs and the Angels. I see Tyler Anderson on the mound for the Angels. I see undecided for the Cubbies. I'll be quick.
It's because they want him to go against Freddie Peralta tomorrow.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Man, they need to be getting wins where they can get them. I'm going to lean Cubs here. They're just the overall better team. Am I in love with the price on the road? No, not really. But I did love how they battled the Brewers in that last series. I think they're in overall solid form. Angels, I'm not really loving anything about them. I'm not a Tyler Anderson backer or anything like that. So just a Cubs straight up money line for me here. I see no reason not to take the Cubs in a spot like this. I wanted Logan Webb here. I was going to be all over the Giants in this spot. And there's still a small part of me that want to take the Giants even at this. I don't believe Jose Quintana is going to continue to pitch like this. If you want to tell me the Brewers are going to continue to be hot offensively, to continue to back up their pitchers, I'll agree. Fair. They've proven it over the last month. They will do that. But if you tell me you believe Jose Quintana is going to pitch like this, I think you're delusional. All that said, I'm leaving that game. I want to bet the Giants, but it's more hate of the Brewers than actual handicap. Rangers, Guardians, under. Total tell you everything you need to know. I don't trust either of these offenses. Coming back to Texas, which has been one of the most profitable under ballparks all season. You got big game Nate Eovaldi on the mound. He has a sub-2 ERA for a reason. Is it still sub-2?
Yep.
1.76. 1.76. So he's been as good as advertised. I don't think the Guardians do a whole lot offensively. And I don't trust my Rangers offense to crack Saccone either, even though I don't like him. But I think he can have a solid outing today. So Saccone, whatever you want to pronounce it, under for me here. I could talk myself into the Rangers money line, but I already told y'all like earlier in the week, this team is done, cooked, finito. They're not making it, and they're not going to draw me in. They're not going to keep teeter-tottering me. Well, my teams are ass. I tell you, they're ass, and this Rangers team is not good. They're not. I understand why the Twins are favored here, but the way the White Sox have played post All-Star break, are y'all mad at me for when I attack plus money here, even with Richard's favorite pitcher on the mound, Aaron Savale? It's not like the Twins are in some dominant form right now. This team has been getting dominated. They got beat up 8-3 yesterday. They've lost 4 of their last 5. You can make that same argument for the White Sox, but I would say the White Sox have played some really tough competition. The Royals in good form on the road in Atlanta. Y'all have heard me say a lot this year. I don't like fading Atlanta in Atlanta. So all I'm saying is based on who these two teams are right now, currently today, not who they were pre-All-Star break, but who they are right here, right now, I don't think the odds nearly reflect that. It would be a lean for me on the South Side. Let's party on the South Side tonight. Chicago. Give me a Chicago 2-step. I ain't done that in a minute. Give me a Chicago 2-step. Cubbies, White Sox, money line. Chris.
Yeah, I want no more affiliation with Aaron Savale.
You love him.
No, I don't. Never have, never will. Let's see here. In this time slot, where the hell did this thing go? let's see here. I'm going to take the Rangers in the first 5. I do think there's a clear gap between Nathan Eovaldi overall and Slade Cecconi in his current form. He's really struggled in his last couple starts, and I think Eovaldi can at least pitch well for as long as he's in the game. Once the Rangers bullpen takes over, all bets are off. If you see Phil Maton get the ball, live bet the Guardians. But I think that the Rangers get it done at least through the first 5. So I'll take Rangers laying a half. You can either lay money line or half a run, either or. But first 5 for me. And give me the Brew Crew. I think the reason Jose Quintana.
I don't know which one you love more, Aaron Savale or the Brewers.
Brewers.
Because you love them damn Brewers, bro. You love them.
I'm riding the streak because they keep getting favorable matchups.
That's fair.
And the same thing.
And you've been right. And let me add the disclaimer too. You've been right on the damn Brewers. I'm just a hater. So
that's fair. But I'm saying the reason that I've been, riding the Brewers, and the reason why I ride Jose Quintana sometimes is because, I don't think he's as good as his ERA would indicate. The thing is, though, he keeps getting good matchups, and he just keeps, lining up against the right teams and the right pitchers. I always talk about how, sometimes with the way the rotations shake out, you get a number 1 facing another team's number 5 starter, or a number 1 facing a number 1, how it should be lined up. Well, Jose Quintana just keeps getting teams that aren't necessarily great against left-handed pitching, and pitches well in those spots. So, I think this is just another one of those spots against the San Francisco team that's been arguably the worst team in baseball since the All-Star break against lefties. I'm going to try to pull up the number, but let me see here.
I can't take them today. If it was Logan Webb, though, I was going to do it. It might have been play of the day had it been Logan Webb, because he could have won.
Since the All-Star break against left-handed pitching, the Giants are tied for the 3rd worst batting average against left-handed pitching.
They some shit.
So,
but I ain't gonna lie, man, y'all. It's Friday. It could be opposite day. Would it not be crazy?
How did that work? Was that right last week?
I got crushed.
What did I say? Sundays. Flip your opposite day to Sundays, not Fridays.
It was funny though, because it started out, it looked beautiful. Like all the games look beautiful, and then all of a sudden,
you want me to give you a secret? It's not a secret, but you probably didn't know this. Pathy on his underdog model never releases games on Sunday. Doesn't work on Sundays.
I'm just saying, we saw this week the Dodgers, the most talented team in baseball, struggle with the Rockies. Would it surprise you if the trashiest team post All-Star break, the Giants, showed up and played well against the hottest team in baseball right now, the Brewers? That's all I'm saying. I've been wrong, and I'll admit it. I've been trying to find the fall spot for the Brewers over the last month, and I've been getting tore up doing it. We got a little money with the Cubbies. Will the Brewers die again? I don't know. Chris says no. Fair. Not today, at least. Who's on the mound tomorrow?
Peralta and Webb.
And honestly, I mean, I'm with Chris on this one. Milwaukee doesn't get the respect like the Dodgers. I mean, they have 80 wins, but they don't get the respect. 3 of the games in that Chicago series, they were underdogs.
Shut up.
I get it, but I'm just saying this team that's performed, like the odds makers are not treating them like the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Dodgers have 80 wins. They travel to Chicago. Doubt they may be dogs in against Imanaga. Maybe.
That's fair.
So they're not getting the respect. People still call them the Sewers. They don't call them the Brewers. They still call them the Sewers. It's disrespectful on their name, and they're proving it to be a money-making machine this year. I mean, if you bet every single Brewers game this year from the start of the season for $100, you're up $2,400 blindly. Without betting anybody else, you're just blindly betting. You're up $2,400 at $100 a game.
Same thing with the Blue Jays. There's like a stigma.
Yeah.
Like a stigma with them that
That's
it's like
the teams we try to look for every year to get value with. I mean, my favorite short is when Brad, before the All-Star break, said this is the team that's going to get hot. This is the team that I think is going to be the right team to bet a futures bet on. And look, if you listen to Brad that day, you're printing money because you were getting all that value early on in that winning streak, midway through, and still you're getting value. You just got to pick your spots.
Fair enough. Costi, how you feeling here in this slot?
I don't like the Brewers today. I think it's one of those matchups. I like San Fran. I like taking San Fran. We're betting against San Fran usually when they're a favorite, not a dog. I'm going to watch this game in this series, the first game, so staying away from it. You already gave out the pick that I actually was going to release as well, the under in the Texas game. Eovaldi still been exceptional. The park in general has been an under machine this year. I think Sassoni has been susceptible to giving up some runs here over the last 2-3 weeks, but Cleveland hasn't been scoring that many runs. Texas, you can't trust to score runs. I know lately they have been, but they've been 7-3 to the over in their last 10. But look at the bigger picture. They have just sucked this year in situations where they had to win games that were pitching duels and they couldn't pull it out. Hence why they still have a sub 500 record. 7.5, I think, is the right line. I don't think it should be higher, but I still think it's going to be a 3-2 game either way. I don't know which side. I'd rather not take a 148 favorite here on the Rangers at home. I think the safer play is definitely the under.
Fair enough. Damn, Brittany. That's how you feel? Damn.
Sorry, I already punted her to the moon.
Why you do that? When they being mean to me, you don't gotta kick them. I don't.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Me, I don't care.
I don't like it.
Dustin really just wants me to give out plays I don't like that I wouldn't bet, but he just wants to hear them.
I would say though, to that comment, I do have a lot of weird ideologies. And a lot of the other sports, they pay off way more than you think. It's just baseball, bro. It don't. Not as much. Sometimes I catch a spot. I'm a spotting situation better, though. I'm a spotting situation better through and through. You know, I love my spots. I love my situations. And sometimes the spots and situations I'm looking at are weird. It may not be what another person is looking at, but
that's like the Calipari boys all year.
You feel me?
Ride them to the fucking end.
What's your fucking language?
To the end. Sitting in that Aria viewing party, and Jay's going nuts. That was the best.
Man. Woo Pig Suey, man.
Woo Pig Suey.
Shout out them boys. Last slot today in baseball features the Diamondbacks and the Reds. This is Zach Littell versus Ryan Nelson. We got Blake Snellzilla versus Yu Darvish. And we have the Athletics out on the road in Seattle. Who?
Woo.
Woo. But minus 215 for the Mariners? Chris, you laying minus 215? It's woo.
No.
Well, the Athletics are on the road. That's their sweet spot.
Seattle,
you can't trust.
You can't.
Period.
That's their
Especially
sweet
215.
Look, that's their sweet spot, A. B, the Athletics have been crushing right-handed pitching. They've been playing really well. This might be the best that the Athletics have looked all season, or at least it's up there. And C, if you look at Brian Wu, the 2 starts that he had against the A's in Sacramento, he gave up 5 runs in each of those 2 starts. So it's not like he's been, I think he's pitched 6+ innings in every start this season. Is that the number that he's on or something like that?
Who?
Brian Wu.
Whoa.
Oh, damn, I fell for it. Shit.
I'm not low, Wu. But now you might be right.
So he's pitching well. The thing is, there aren't always perfect sparkling starts. He's given up 5 runs in 2 of the 3 outings. All 3 games he's pitched against the A's this season have been 1-run games. So I think there's value plus 1.5 at a coin flip. Wouldn't be surprised if the A's were able to pull it out outright. So give me the A's plus 1.5. And I think this is a Padres revenge spot. I don't know. Dodgers off a Coors Field series, no day off in between. Blake Snell, I'm still not buying into. His lone road start this season was the one where he got hit. But again, that was in Tampa Bay. So it's hard to weight it the same as Petco. But Padres just got swept by the Dodgers. And this is a series that is still up for grabs. This is a division that's still up for grabs. So I got to think that the Padres put their best foot forward here. I'll take the Padres at some plus money.
Crust.
I'm fading your ass, Chris.
Ooh.
Give me the Dodgers. What did we talk about? Haven't we discussed this? Little brother?
Yeah, the Dodgers do own the Padres.
Big brother.
They own their ass.
Little, big.
They do.
You Darvish washed up. Snell's been elite. Playing in the same.
What? Looking like an alien?
You're saying that Snell hasn't been good.
No.
Look at his last 5 starts.
And how many of those were at home?
It doesn't matter. They're playing in the same temperature. They're playing in the same state. He just played.
How does that matter?
He just shut them out. 6 innings pitched, no runs. The last time out, August 16th. He had 10 strikeouts versus Toronto, an elite lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a bad outing versus Tampa Bay. No earned runs against Atlanta, decent lineup. And then he beat Detroit. Look at the teams that he's faced in the last 5 games. 3 out of the 5, they're going to be in the playoffs.
Okay, and here's my caveat to that. Would you say that Snell is a strikeout dependent pitcher? That he relies on strikeouts to do a lot of his damage and to get a lot of guys out. You're facing a Padres lineup that in the last 2 weeks against lefties has the 2nd lowest strikeout rate.
I get it. I'm just saying, little brother, big brother. They're gonna San Diego. I just think Yu Darvish is washed up. He's not having a good year. I think Snell's a better pitcher. You're getting a cheap price on the road. I get it. The Dodgers have not been elite on the road this year, but from the time that we were really fading them on the road earlier in the season, they have quietly pushed it to now over 500. They're 32-31 on the road. The Coors series, you got to take that. What's that?
What's the record on the road?
32-31. So they're above 500 now.
They are.
Not great, but again, little brother, big brother syndrome. I like the Dodgers in this spot. I'm going with the better pitcher, and just in a spot where the Dodgers always elevate their game against these Padres. So, not saying the Padres aren't going to win a game in this series. I just like this one with a short favor price on the road.
I'm usually subscribed to the big brother, little brother shit. And I usually don't pull out my spots in situations like this in baseball, but I gotta play this one, man. I got this one, Costi. I know.
All right.
This was sad.
I'll be on my own little island.
Oh.
Revenge game Friday night.
Triple revenge.
Yeah, triple revenge Friday night.
At the crib.
It's not bounce back. If it was bounce back, I would love it.
Is it the City Connect uniforms?
Man.
Could be.
If the Padres can just slay the demon, the Dodgers, they would be a really good team. They've been really good post All-Star break. I've liked everything Padres except for how they play the Dodgers. I can't pass up the plus money though. Dodgers still some shit on the road. One of the most profitable things I've done this season is just almost blindly fade the Dodgers on the road. It hasn't been as profitable as recently, but we're still sitting on a really nice cushion for the full season. They're 32-31. And just think about how many times they were favored on the road of those 63. I would say 55.
More than that. 55. I probably. Oh, you mean out of 63?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant 55%.
No, like 55.
No, yeah.
63 of them.
Might be even higher. I mean, I don't know the math behind it, but
So
yeah.
I'm just playing the value, man. I know they never beat these boys. I get it, but I gotta be on the Dodgers. I mean, on the Padres today. Who? Woo can't even say the Mariners. I'm on the A's. Mariners some shit. There's some shit. Just when you think you can trust them, they die every time. A year, right here. Y'all heard me say this the last 3 years. Just look at what the Mariners have done around this time of season, the last 2 seasons. They die. And Woo can't save them. Gilbert can't save them. Castillo can't save them. Kirby can't save them.
Oh, no, not Kirby. Don't throw Kirby in there. He didn't do anything.
No, it's the truth. They've had the best pitching rotation in baseball the last.
Whoa.
Am I lying? They
Best
have
pitching rotation in baseball?
Yes.
What's the time frame we're going here? Because I mean, you could argue best in the American League. I think
Fair. But still,
I could roll with that. Best in the American League.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but still, you get
No,
the
I get
point.
it.
yeah, I get the argument. I'm just saying,
This team just smells like some shit every time you trust them. And isn't this the first game back off the long East Coast trip? So definitely want to fade them in that situation. The A's offense is slightly dangerous. Like the guys already said, I trust the A's on the road more than I trust them in Coors Light. This is way too good of a plus money price to pass up. A's money line. That's it. That's all for baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Did it.
I think that's the bit of the year. I gotta give Jeremy credit for that, right? Coors Light.
Yeah. Jeremy.
Yeah, I like that.
I like
Shout out Jeremy. Should be back soon.
Be back Monday.
Yep.
Be
with
back.
a new throat. As soon as I said it,
it's
the truth, but damn.
It's truth, but geez, it's like good God. Like it's just the way that it just came out. It was just like
whoa.
No. You're not gonna try to spin this back on me. Just how you came out with it. It was just like, yeah, you'll be back soon.
Pause.
And the way that you paused it with a new throat, and it was like, whoa. And look at the smile he's got on his face now. It's like, jeez.
Moving on. Links. I almost
excited. Football. It's a football week, man. I'm pumped.
Time, but I didn't do it. I have.
I don't know if there's a worse transition from that.
No, exactly. And I could have put out an all-timer, but I have.
Everybody, welcome back, Jeremy, and his new throat.
I have some decorum.
I don't.
That would have been a hell of a transition.
Do we know if he sounds different or not? What if he just goes completely new voice? I was talking, but only
sounded like
I'm kind of almost mad at myself for not doing it because that would have been all time.
Like, who is that?
Still can.
No, I'm with you.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. Now you have to say it because you're like, you can't just dangle the carrot and then not just say it
all the time.
Just say it.
We got the links.
Just say it.
And the fever.
I'm not going to let you off.
Down the line with the WNBA, I don't want them to cut ties with me. So
they're not going to cut ties with you. We've said worse.
Lynx, 6.5-point road favorites. That was Chris, not me.
That wasn't me either.
That was me.
My hands are up. Laying 6.5 on the Fever. We have the Storm laying 7.5 on the Wings, and we have the Mercury laying 6.5 on the Valkyries. Any dub, Costi?
Just a syndicate play. No analysis, but I'll give it to you guys. Lynx -6.
Yeah, your syndicate's an idiot. I'm taking the Fever plus 6.5. I'm taking the Fever money line. Let's get it done tonight, baby. It's been the week of the dogs.
Did you see Jackson Dart with get the win? Eat the win.
I love Jameis, and I ain't gonna lie. I was a Jackson.
It kind of looked like him when he was eating the crab legs.
I was a Jackson Dart hater. Post draft, because I still feel like Shador is better, but hell of a preseason Jackson Dart, and I'm now a fan, my man. I'm now a fan.
I haven't heard Shador's name in a while. What's he doing?
He got injured. He had a shoulder injury, didn't he?
He's the fourth string in the go, and we're waiting for cut day to see if he get cut. That's really the next step.
Where does he go if he does?
They're giving Dylan the third.
If he gets cut, he goes to New Orleans, and he will be their starter by week 3 because Hainer, Shuck, and Rattler are some shit.
Rattler's ass, Painter's ass, and Shuck is ass.
So New Orleans just need to swallow their pride and go. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll talk football in a minute. We'll talk NFL here in a minute. Back to the dub. As I was saying, Costi's syndicate is.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying here, man. Hold on, pause. I get what they're saying here. You get the best team in the WNBA, the Lynx, coming off of 2 back-to-back L's. They just took their first back-to-back L of the season. They've been really good. I understand it. Bounce back game. I get it. Here's the thing. Why the hell do they care about bouncing back, bro? They got the 1 seed pretty much locked up. Like, this is coast to playoff time for the Lynx. And I think every other team is gunning for them to prove something. Let's go get them. So I don't like the coming off back-to-back L's on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. Hell no. Last night I had my underdog of the year with the Connecticut Sun. This one kind of falls in line. God damn, I could go back-to-back. I love the Fever plus 6.5 tonight. I really think they go beat a money line. I'm just tell y'all right now. I think the Fever win this game outright. Shoot the message.
Bless us with some wisdom, Eric.
I'm blessing them with some wisdom.
Talking about underdogs.
You want to know some more wisdom? Pause. Hold on, Eric. Sorry. You want to know some more wisdom? The wisdom is take the Wings outright tonight, plus 280 money line as well. The Seattle Storm. This team cannot be trusted over their last 8-9 games or so. You know, and now you want me to lay 7.5 on the road? I don't see it. You have the Wings, who are a really good offensive team. I think can push the pace, push the tempo, all of that. I think they have a legitimate chance to come in here and win this game. Paige is coming off her best game as a pro, coming off a 44-point game the other night. Seattle's a better team at home than they are on the road anyway. We've already seen the Wings beat them once this season. The other 2 games were competitive. That's all I'm saying. I think the Wings are liable to win this game outright. Y'all keep saying I'm the Wings. Didn't I tell you to take them other night against the Sparks? What happened? They covered. This is a cover team. This is not an outright money line team, although I think they can win outright tonight. They're the worst team in the league. I get it, but you can make money betting bad teams. You can make money betting bad teams. So if you want to lay 7.5 on the road with the Storm, by all means, go right ahead. This ain't baseball. I think y'all be getting it twisted. This is not baseball. When it comes to baseball, I will defer. When it comes to hoops, I'm the best on the planet. I believe that wholeheartedly. So that's why you get a different demeanor between baseball and hoops. And then football is just the toughest market on the planet.
Can you do the A-B switch? Just like talk about baseball and then just switch, boom, right into the...
Mercury, Valkyrie, tough game. Tough game. I could make it go. I could argue both ways in this game. Here's my thoughts. Mercury are 6.5-point home favorites in this game for a reason of the Valkyrie not as trustworthy out on the road. Mercury coming off a tough loss last night. Am I willing to lay 6.5 on the back end of a back-to-back with travel? Is really the multi-million-dollar question. I had the Mercury last night. They were extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. Well, I didn't have them as a premium. I had them personally. As like late game bailout last game of the night, I was up doing some things, so I just put a couple dollars on the Mercury, and they were ass wire to wire. In the NBA, in this spot, we would be 100% on the Valkyrie. But what I've noticed a lot this season in the WNBA teams in this back end of a back-to-back spot coming back home, they've actually been better than you think. So it wouldn't shock the hell out of me if the Mercury won this game and covered. I'm probably not betting this game purely based on how they looked last night. Valkyrie are one of my favorite teams to bet, especially as an underdog. But kind of looking into how this spot has played out this season in the dub, I'm going to leave it alone. It wouldn't shock me if the Mercury won this game by like 8. Now I got it all out. What's up, Eric?
Just hanging out. Listen to you, man. I left the house when you were talking about the Pittsburgh, Colorado game. You know the right side.
Rockies, baby.
Pittsburgh. I'm kidding. I'm not touching that game with a 10-foot pole.
You touching anything tonight in the dub?
Whoa.
Costi, don't force it. That's what she said. Look. I'll say it like this. I'm not betting anything in the dub tonight, but I think all 3 games fall under the same profile where I don't think the points are going to factor in. I think it's either going to be a blowout or it's going to be an outright money line in all 3 games. So what I would do is the 2 that
I actually really agree.
So what I would do is I would pull out the Ron Popeil and set it and forget it. If you know, you know. But round robin, and you can even parlay the 3 underdogs money line tonight. I do. If I had to pick a favorite to get the cover, I would probably take the Lynx. But like I said, I'm it's just a lean for me there. So I would just, if you have a couple bucks lying around, just set it on the 3 underdogs, parlay all 3, and round robin them by 2. And if you come back and there's something waiting for your bankroll, cool. But the 3 underdogs money line pays out plus 38.60. So
$100 for 3,800.
Now you gotta put a G on that, baby. No $100. Come on.
On a parlay?
G it up.
38 grand.
Because like Jay said,
The Dime Club, G it up.
The Storm are dead in the water. The Wings, I think are just playing for pride at this point, trying to play spoiler. And if you need proof of that, just ask Paige Beckers.
Paige Bucket?
Could have easily just rolled over and did nothing, and instead went out and put up, 44? So I think they're all in on playing spoiler.
One of the most efficient shooting nights you'll ever see. It either sport too, by the way. NBA or WNBA, by the way.
He was 17 to 21, 4 threes.
Have they decided on the 9-foot hoop yet?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just asking a question. I don't know. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
It started with the throat.
Just saying.
Anyways, now I forgot my train of thought. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think that the Wings show up. I think they try to play spoiler. The Valkyries and the Mercury is a tough one, but we've seen the Valkyries play well as an underdog, and they like to bring teams down into the mud. They play that defensive, grinded out style of basketball. And, the Mercury off the loss to the Aces, I do expect that maybe, they need a bounce back win to try to get ground back on the Aces. Now they've lost home court in the standings for now. But wouldn't surprise me if the Valkyries came, because they're fighting for a playoff spot too. So give me Golden State money line.
No, fair enough, man. That's the WNBA for the night. Let's talk some football. Still preseason. We'll be talking some actual meaningful football tomorrow morning. Be here, 10 Eastern. Pick Dawgz Morning Show. Let's talk some preseason. Tonight, we got the Jets, 2.5-point home favorites over the defending champs, Philadelphia Eagles, total 33.5. We have the Tennessee Titans, 4-point home favorites over the Minnesota Vikings, total 36.5. We have the Cowboys, 2.5-point home favorites over the ATL Falcons. And we have the Kansas City Chiefs, 2-point home favorites over the Chicago Bears. Let me just get y'all the information you need to know for these games. Eagles, Jets. You're probably going to see a lot of DTR for the Eagles. Mind you, he's looked real, and Kyle McCord for the Eagles, neither of which have looked good in the preseason. You probably won't see Tanner McKee. They've already locked him up. He got his bag already. He's QB2. No reason to run him out there. They know what they have. I'm not trying to risk injury. That's the game plan for the Eagles. Likely no starters. For the Jets, likely no starters either. You're going to see a lot of Adrian Martinez, who was it the UFL MVP last year? I believe it's the UFL MVP last year. He's playing well. That's who you'll see for the Jets. You won't see any starters, no Justin Fields or anything like that. There is somebody behind Martinez. I can't think who it is off the top of my head. You might see him for a little bit. You have, it might be XFL for Adrian Martinez. It's one of them leagues. It's one of them. He was MVP. Vikings, Titans, you will see Cam Ward and the starters. How long? I'm not sure. Last week, they played 3 drives. This is a Tennessee team trying to change the culture. They were the worst team in the NFL last year. New head coach, new quarterback, trying to change the culture, trying to, establish something new. So will it be a drive, 2 drives, 3 drives? I'm not sure. But that's why you see the line looking like it looks. You'll see starters for Tennessee. You will not see starters for Minnesota. No J.J. McCarthy. Nothing like that. I forgot who's the backup for Minnesota. It is. I know who it is. I just can't think it off the top of my head when I talked about so much today. It is Sam Howell. That's who it is. The thing is, they.
Uh-oh, did we lose him? Costi, did we lose him?
What?
Shay.
Just leave him up there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's an awkward silence. Anyways.
Yeah, I would just leave him up. Seems like he's in the right place. Hey, Jay. Oh. No.
It's okay. No, there he.
Oh, he's not there anymore. All right, never mind. I was going to ask him if it was Parlay, who he liked.
Oh. and with him with the odds. This is just one of those days. Let's see. There we go. All right. Well, Costi, do you have any NFL preseason?
No, I don't have any picks. Anybody, I think if you do bet NFL preseason, bet it small, have entertainment. Maybe even this is the time to parlay some stuff because you can get away with it with cheap lines and inefficient lines. But from a syndicate betting standpoint, the limits are very low. So I don't promote or release games because none of my higher end clients can get money down on them.
Yeah, I'm with Costy. Tread lightly on NFL preseason. For me, if I'm betting anything on the preseason today, let's see here. I think my strongest lean would be Bears plus 2.5, and Vikings plus 3.5. I don't love laying points with some of these teams in the preseason, especially when you don't know what you're going to see. And I like what Chicago's looked like under Ben Johnson. How much Caleb Williams we're going to see, I don't know, but I could almost test for sure. Probably not going to see very much of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and some of the top guys, if any. And like I said, I like how this Bears team has looked. I think I think they've got something here in Chicago. So give me the Bears plus 2.5. And for me, depth is important in the preseason, especially when betting the preseason if you're going to bet it. And I just feel like the Minnesota Vikings have the better depth over the Tennessee Titans. I think the Tennessee Titans are just worried about getting into the regular season healthy, getting Cam Ward as many reps as they can without doing too much damage to the car. So I'll roll with the Tennessee Titans there, with the Minnesota Vikings. Sorry, pardon me, plus 3.5. Kasi, what's going on with the Safer Syndicate group? Let's
so right now for football season, I have groups that produce information for me. You're not paying me for what I know, you're paying me for who I know, which is either you can get connected with Yang's VIP, you can get connected with Big Al's All Access. These are all private rated games outside of the premium picks on the website, as well as we have a halftime channel where we release halftime plays as well. So a lot of stuff, a lot of moving pieces. If you give me a call, we'll go over your options. Doesn't mean you have to sign up for anything, but if you're a player that has a 10, 20, 50, $100,000 bankroll and you want it properly managed, then definitely make that call. And the number's right under premium picks, Safer Syndicate group. That's my cell phone number.
Check that out. Safer Syndicate group with Costy. For me today, it's rolling as we have been. Pick off play on the board. My best bet on the board for Major League Baseball, $25, 16-2 in the last 18 with that pick off play, 28-11 last 39 Major League Baseball overall. So make sure that you check that out. I also got that as part of a 3-pack from Major League Baseball today. So lots of action on board. I'm just trying to keep it rolling going into the regular season of football. Going to have my my long-term season pass for football coming up. So again, make sure that you check that out. I'm just trying to see here what Jay's got going on. I think he's going to have something up very, very soon. Can't speak to what exactly he's going to have. I would assume it's either something from the WNBA or Major League Baseball. We'll have to see. But definitely check out Jay over at PickDawgz as well. So can definitely make some money going there. But let's get to the parlays. Managed to go. Oh, there he is. Do we have him?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, Gotcha. What do you got for a parlay?
Let's go Fridays. Just speaks underdogs to me even more. Whispers it to me. I'm going to go the Red Sox plus 160. The Marlins plus 150. And the Angels plus 130.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. We're gonna go with can't let you slide in the Blue Jays slander and let you get away with it. I'm gonna go with the Orioles. Let's go with the Rangers in the first 5 and the Padres. All right. So that's all. Anything else before we head out, Costy?
No, that's it. Let's well, Jay's back. Let him...
I'm trying to get it back on here.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
What
what happened?
Did y'all see? Like my whole power just went out. Like everything.
No, we just saw you go.
Oh. Yeah, my whole shit just went out. And then it took my internet 20 minutes to come back. I was sitting there mad because I was finna cook. Anyway, I'm just get y'all what I was finna say, tell y'all what I'm selling, and get y'all out of here. So all I was saying was Tennessee might play starters, no starters for the Vikings. That's what I was saying. Hold on. We gotta do this right. I can't half fast. So no starters, Vikings, some starters, Titans, maybe 2-3 drives. Is that worth laying for? I don't know. Maybe. I could see them establishing some good momentum heading into the regular season. I could buy into that. Weird ideology, some people might say, but I would lean Titans. Hashtag we them boys. Cowboys beat up on the Falcons tonight. Easton Stick is trash, and that's who's going to be getting almost all the clock for the Falcons. Joe Milton is trash as well, but Joe Milton does one thing every single year. He comes out and plays one really good game, and then that gets him paid for the entire next season, and this will be that game. This will be that game. He shows one little flash, and everybody's like, oh, my God, Joe Milton. He does it every year. He does it every year.
But I'm laughing because when you said he balled so hard, I was just like,
Joe Milton does this shit every year, bro. And this finna be the one. He'll come out ball today, show some good film. Cowboys get a dub. And he's going to live off that to the next year. He's going to be maybe on the Cowboys roster for the preseason next year, on somebody else's roster, do it all over again. Seen here, been here, done that. He's that guy. Cowboys 2.5, maybe just straight up money line. We could get into preseason, one of those where field goals get weird, get dicey. You know, they go for 2 just because they can, because it doesn't matter, even though it does matter because there's money on these games. So just go Cowboys money line. Think you're in a really good place. Cowboys money line. This one's tough. Not really. The play is the Bears. The reason it's tough is because I wish my preseason GOAT was playing. But they just signed him. He just got paid. He just got $2 million. He will be QB2 on this roster. Here's the thing. You'll see Patrick Mahomes tonight. You'll see Caleb Williams tonight. You're going to see starters for both teams. Likely 1-2 drives at most. After that, I don't know what you're going to see. I don't know how much we're going to see of Bagent. If this was, we've been cashing on Bagent last few seasons. Shout out Bagent. But I still think I just think the Bears will take it a little more seriously late game than the Chiefs will. So lean Bears money line. You'll see starters for both teams, likely a drive at most for both. And then you get into the backups. And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but in a game like this, preseason game, I actually trust the backups a little more of the Bears, a team that's been bad more so than the team like the Chiefs, who hasn't been bad. Chiefs more top-heavy, Bears more depth. I think the Bears get them as it progresses. The only reason Chiefs are favored in this game is because you'll see Mahomes in some capacity. So it's the information you need to know from the NFL preseason. What am I selling today? Jay's been a really good week. Can you keep it rolling? I think I can. Tonight I have play of the day in the WNBA. We cashed the underdog of the year last night in the WNBA. I have another play. It's not the underdog of the year or nothing like that. It's just play of the day, but we've been really profitable on the play of the day in the WNBA, looking to keep it rolling there. I got a play for you in Major League Baseball. We've hit 3 of our last 4. We did drop it yesterday. We'll bounce back on that today. And I have a play for you in the NFL preseason. We've hit 4 in a row on that play in the NFL preseason on our play of the day, looking to make it 5, and then make it 6 to close out the year tomorrow. So that's what I got for y'all today, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little money-making Friday. I was ice cold last week. Hold on. I was ice cold last week, and I tell you all the time, coming off of me being ice cold, it's usually an absolute heater on the back end of that. It hasn't been hot, but it's been a really profitable week. So there's still probably a good amount of this heater remaining. If you believe me, hop on PickDawgz Premium, and let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry my power went out. Had to come back and yap to y'all right quick a little bit. That's it. That's all. That's the show. Money making Friday. Tomorrow, morning show, be a little different. It's going to be old format. I'll be bringing in one capper at a time. They'll give you a play in whatever they like, baseball, football, WNBA, maybe multiple get them in and out of here, tell you what they're selling, move on. Next person. So that's we have a weekend show we'll be moving to coming up with so much action coming down the pipeline. Dog days of summer, man. They're behind us. Y'all do parlays already?
Did them all.
Yeah,
I
we
actually
did.
got to run. Sorry, guys. Show went a
Yeah.
little late. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be back. I'll see you guys on Monday.
Parlay for y'all today. I'm gonna go with the Chirac. We're going with the Chirac today. That's fine. Cubs. Bears. White Sox. Money line them all. I think they all win today. If I'm going straight underdog action, we're going to go with Athletics, money line. Giants, money line. Little two-teamer. Chris, anything else before we get out of here for today, my man?
Nothing for me. I'm ready to make it a winning day.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Football tomorrow, baby. We out here.